Uh, Good afternoon. This is the Marion City Council regular meeting, Thursday, July 9th. It's now 5:30. Please remove your hats. We're ready to go for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Ms. Pazur.
Here.
Ms. Etzel.
Present.
Mr. Spinks.
Present.
Mayor Buska.
Present.
Mr. Crawford. Mr. Abou-Osley.
Here.
Mr. Draper.
We normally have a moment of silence, so let's hold a moment of silence, please. Thank you. And now we'll move on. Do we have any citizens in the audience who would like to make a presentation or comment on anything that's not on tonight's agenda? Raise your hand and be called. Sir, step forward to the podium. State your name and address, sir.
Good afternoon. My name is Ken Spence, and I'm a resident of Marion, 17th Street.
Have an address, sir.
1020 17th
You
Street.
can move that mic up a little bit. There you go.
1020 17th Street.
Go ahead.
Okay, just would like to shed some light on some property owned by the city that the city was thinking of disposing of via demolition. This is a property on 29th Avenue, there on the outskirts of Marion. I'm a resident and an investor in the city here in Marion, and I am very interested in the property. We have taken steps to place a bid, and we would like to, or we are able to remove these said buildings, keep them on the tax roll, and keep them within the city of Marion. If that is something I know the council has, I guess, addressed in the past, I would like them to seriously consider making me be able to do that, as opposed to destroying it at a cost and disposing of it. Keeping them on a tax roll alone will be beneficial to all the citizens here in Marion, and you know,
both houses.
Both premises, yes.
And have you had contact with the city staff?
I have submitted site plan, and I have submitted also a purchase agreement to purchase property, land, in which it will be transferred.
Yeah, Mr. Spence is the gentleman that's been working with the Building Inspections Department,
Okay.
and we received and filed the site plan
Right.
and bid on Tuesday.
So this is the same one.
Yep. So I just wanted to put a face, I guess, behind the name, so to speak.
Good. That's good. Now, we are going to address this again next council meeting.
Yep.
So we will bring this up again. And your presence is not required, but if you would like to attend, that would be fine. Keep in touch with the
Building.
the department,
Okay.
and we'll keep going.
Thank you much.
Is that property on 22nd Street?
The property is located on 29th Avenue.
That you want to relocate the house to?
Yes, one of them.
Oh, you want both of the houses?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow, okay.
So one is on 22nd Street and possibly another one on 24th Avenue, which is a couple of blocks away from.
Wow, okay.
So as I said, one of our main concern is keeping it on a tax roll as opposed to demolishing it and saving the city a couple, tens of thousands of dollars that could be spent somewhere else.
Okay.
Good.
Great.
Thank you, sir. Anyone else like to make a comment? Then noted. And we shall proceed through Finance, Public Services, Police and Fire. Councilman Crawford, could you take Councilman Nick Abou-Osley?
Mr. Mayor, I move to approve resolution number 24705, approving a 28E agreement between the City of Marion and the City of Hiawatha for police services.
Second. Motion is made and second. Can we comment, sir?
Yeah, we've been asked by the city of Hiawatha to help them out during RAGBRAI with the overnight, and that's been customary for the departments around the area to do that for each other. But as we were getting ready to do it, the department discovered that we did not have the 2080 agreement between us and Hiawatha that they thought they did to allow us to provide those services. So we need to get this in place, and this is our chance to do it before RAGBRAI comes up.
Very well, thank you. Any other discussion?
Can we get them to give an escort for all those to come over to Marion?
All right, all those in favor of this resolution 24705 signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed?
Public hearing.
Yes, I want to move on. At this time, I shall open a public hearing regarding the 2015 sidewalk assessment project. May I have some background, sir?
Yes, Your Honor. On June 23rd, the City of Marion did receive 5 sealed bids from $79,387.30 up to $104,890.20. We did receive the low bid from Midwest Concrete. Work will begin no later than August 3rd of this year with 40 working days. We are recommending award to Midwest Concrete.
Very well. At this time, is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak against the sidewalk assessment project? Anyone against the sidewalk assessment project may raise your hand and come to the podium. None noted. Anyone that is in favor of the sidewalk assessment project may raise your hand. None noted. Public hearing is now closed. Councilman Nick, again, please.
Mr. Mayor, I move to approve resolution number 24701, accepting bids and awarding contract to Midwest Concrete regarding the 2015 sidewalk assessment project in the amount of $79,387.30.
Second.
Motion is made and second for resolution 24701. Discussion. Those in favor of resolution 24701 signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Councilman Pazur.
Resolution number 24702, approving contract and bond with Rickliff Excavating Ltd. regarding the Central Corridor Complete Streets and Capacity Improvements, roundabout at 7th Avenue and 7th Street.
Second.
Motion is made and second for resolution 24702, approving a contract and bond. Discussion.
Well, the reason
Go ahead.
I did not read that is because I am opposed to this project totally, and Council Member Etzel graciously traded with me.
Any other discussion? For those in favor of resolution 24702, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
For those opposed,
No.
Councilman Etzel.
Resolution. I move to approve resolution 24,703, approving contract and bond with Rachi Construction Company regarding the 2015 Albernet widening project.
Second.
Motion is made and second for resolution 24703. Discussion.
I had a question. How deep are we into Rachi this year on doing projects, Dan?
Quite a bit. I don't have that number, Joe. I can get it for you.
I just wonder if that's going to, delay some of the start or something.
Well, we have late start dates. You notice that some of these, this has a late start date of April 11th, 2016. So
Yeah.
this allows a couple of his projects will not start till next spring, probably.
Okay.
We've not had too much scheduling problems so far yet this year.
Yeah, I guess I'd kind of like to know how deep we'll be into them.
You want contracts awarded in 2015?
And what will be done in 16.
They're pending.
Well, everything that was awarded this year?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Make sure we aren't, there's probably nothing we can do, but, if they're the low bid, that's it. But
We've actually had probably a better spread of contractors this year than we have in past years.
yeah. Yeah, I don't want to get into what we were 2 years ago.
Yep.
Seemed like we were bogged down with that.
As long as they keep bidding low, we'll keep awarding contracts, I guess.
I know. Well, thank you.
We should make clear that it's Albernet Road. It should say Albernet Road widening. We're not trying to widen the city of Albernet.
Oh,
Right.
sorry.
Very well. Any other discussion? For Resolution 24703, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Councilman Spinks.
Yes, Your Honor, I move to approve Resolution 24704, approving a contract and bond with Dave Smith Construction Company, Inc., regarding the 2015 Storm Sewer Project.
Second.
Motion is made and seconded for Resolution 24704. Discussion?
We've dropped the water out of that. Is that storm water storms? What's the-
We just say storm sewer.
Oh.
That's what the budget actually says.
So what phase is this of the project?
This is just our annual program that we do to fix areas around town as far as capital project investments with drain tile and storm sewer repairs.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of the big project.
Yeah, this is not part of the Central Corridor project.
Okay. Never mind.
Very well. For Resolution 24704, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Councilman Nick, please.
Mr. Mayor, I move to approve Resolution number 24706, adopting the Indian Creek Watershed Management Plan.
Second.
Motion is made and seconded for Resolution 24706. Discussion?
We did adopt this on Tuesday by motion, but we wanted to clean it up with a resolution tonight. So
Very well. We did address this on Tuesday.
Do I need to stop till Kim gets back?
No, we still have a quorum.
Okay.
For Resolution 24706, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? And now I shall open a public hearing regarding an amendment to Section 176.36 Zoning Board of Adjustment of the Marion Code of Ordinances to establish alternates to the existing 5-member Zoning Board of Adjustment. Sir?
Yeah, this is an ordinance that was initiated by the city staff. This is a fairly small board, and if you get to a period of the year where you have things like snowbirds or something like that, quorum can be very difficult to get. We'd like to have a couple of positions for alternates so that if a regular member isn't available, we can bring in an alternate and still make sure that we meet quorum so that we can keep these moving along.
So, is there anyone in the audience who would be opposed to establishing alternates to the existing 5-member Zoning Board of Adjustment? You may raise your hand. None noted. Anyone in support of this amendment? Raise your hand. Yeah, sir. You may step forward. You get a public comment on this one, sir.
It's always good to have an alternate, just like a jury. If somebody else is filling, to say, well, hey, I am. And you also have other members who are interested and interested in following what the regular board is doing.
That's right. Apparently, we've had some times where we haven't had a quorum, and it doesn't meet that often, and they'd like to wrap these things up. So that's what we're talking about.
Yep. So it's always good to have an alternate.
Thank you.
Else.
Thank you. Anyone else like to speak? None noted. Public hearing is now closed.
Mr. Mayor, I move to approve ordinance number 15-19, amending section 176.36, Zoning Board of Adjustment of the Marion Code of Ordinances to establish alternates to the existing 5-member Zoning Board of Adjustment. Initial consideration.
Second?
Motion is made and seconded for the ordinance 15-19, amending the Zoning Board of Adjustment. Discussion? Those in favor of this ordinance 15-19 signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Councilman Pazor.
Yes, Your Honor. I will move this just to get it on the table. Resolution 24,674, approving pay for performance for the city manager. This was tabled at the June 18th meeting.
Second?
Motion is made and seconded for Resolution 24674. Discussion?
Your Honor, I'm going to call for a roll call vote on this. I feel that given the fact that the bargaining unit approved an increase of 2-point-something%, and the fact that the individuals who work under that bargaining unit are, public safety is like, they're the ones that should be getting the increase. I happened to be on the road the night that the Cedar Rapids police officer was called to a domestic abuse thing and got his face shot off because he turned around and looked out around a corner. Not a pleasant night. And to give them a little over 2% increase, this bothers me a great deal. Also the fact that for 2 years Social Security did not increase their cost of living, and this year it was a minus, well, of less than a 1% or a little bit over 1%, but still no, not that much. So there are people that are not getting very much increase, and I don't think that the increase given for the pay for performance, no matter how efficient this person is, there still is a question of it just bothers me to give somebody that much money.
Any other comments?
If I could, Mayor, a couple of things. One is
Go
that
ahead.
I did not have a pay-for-performance evaluation last year, so it's been 2 years since I've had that. And as far as the police contracts go, when the police contracts are bargained, they're bargaining for an increase to the steps in the contract. So, for example, a police officer going from year 2 to year 3 is getting a step increase plus the percentage that they bargained for. So their actual pay increases could definitely be anywhere from 6 to 8% year over year compared to the other staff. That's one of the reasons why the pay for performance system is based on a 6% scale, in order to make sure that the supervisory staff maintain a certain distance between them and the staff that they're supervising. Otherwise, there'd be no incentive for anyone to apply for a promotion.
Thank you. Any other comments?
I guess I, for one, disagree. That I think that where the city has gone in the last, at least since I've been on council, 8 years, is just unbelievable. And I think it's, it's because of the leadership that we've seen with the city manager. And, I'm privileged to be on the ride with him there, so I disagree with that, and I think that he earned every penny of it. And so did 6 of the 7 people.
Okay. Any other comments? All right. For resolution 24674, we will have a roll call vote, please.
Ms. Pazur?
Are you going to announce what the pay performance percentage is?
Is it, well, let's,
The 5.3?
is it 5.3 or 5.5? Yes, 5.3? Yes.
And I vote no.
Okay.
Ms. Etzel?
Yes.
Mr. Spinks?
Yes?
Mayor Buska?
Yes?
Mr. Abou-Osley?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, we now have council discussion time.
Your Honor, I guess any comments I may have made about Emmert Manufacturing moving out of town, out of the Marion School District, was kind of premature because, as I understand, they are moving out of town entirely. So we have lost a business. And the people on First Avenue are not happy about the street repair on First Avenue because L.L. Pelling has not done anything for 2 days, and yet 8th Avenue has been started. So it would be nice if some of these companies would finish a job before they start another one. Go
Tonight,
Pub Girl.
tonight is our Uptown fundraiser, and it's oversold. And it's just an endorsement, I think, of how people feel about things are going here. Again, people are excited about what's happening in Uptown and in Marion in general. And people were calling all day trying to get tickets, and people were trying to buy them at the door just before this meeting. So I think, again, it's just an endorsement of what's going on in Marion, and the great majority of people are very happy and excited about the direction that Marion's going in, and they're seeing, I think, progress, and just it just shows in the positive reaction that we get from people every day. So.
Very well. I made some comments in in fact, on Tuesday, maybe before, but I noticed during the July 4th Memorial Day, there were no American flags up and down 7th Avenue. There were 4 businesses on 10th Avenue, beginning with the Historical Society, Sheets Forest Draper, the coffee shop, the paint store, and Smitty's. They both had 4. So this is a fundraiser for these people. I hope they take some of these funds and perhaps purchase some American flags, and that would be very nice. So with that, meeting's adjourned. Thank you.